I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. We're here for another episode of Transfer Talk, as we always are at 3 p.m. every single day of the week, virtually. Sorry if there's Formula One, but enough of that. But if you watch on Twitter, come join us on YouTube. Link is in the tweet. Press the link, come join us. Subscribe to the channel as well. Hit that like button. And if you watch on YouTube, you know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We couldn't do this without you guys motivating us on. Let's get straight into it. Because as DC says, Emile, we have news on Emile. Big up to DC in chat as well. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's talk about what we're going to be talking. Well, we're talking Declan Rice. Chelsea had to make a bid after the Euros now. That you can sure as hell means United about that race quite easily. They're also talking Donny van de Beek going to Real Madrid, but in return for Raphael Varane. United fans, would you be happy seeing this? Would you be happy seeing Don van de Beek go to Real Madrid, but getting Raphael Varane? Because we all know Ollie don't like Donny. We're also talking Frenkie De Jong. Now, this is just an opinion bit. This will be an opinion-based one. Will Frenkie De Jong end up in Manchester? Barcelona are in huge financial trouble. They're in more financial trouble than a man with no house, no food. They're done. They are done out here. Barcelona are in deep crap. Also, we're talking Emile Smith Rowe. Emile Smith Rowe has been flattered by Aston Villa's interest. Will he leave this? Will he leave the Gunners this summer? Arsenal fans, you're desperate to keep, obviously, Emile Smith Rowe. Villa fans, how badly do you want Emile Smith Rowe? A top talent, got a good future as well. Would he suit Villa as well? And obviously, there's a Varane to United. Eh? This story is going to be a bit like Sancho in United. It's all we all know that. Let me just share that quickly. I'll go for a second. Computer says, but yeah, I was looking at the chat. I was just looking at the chat whilst I load up all my stuff. Big up to DJ. Imagine Grealish, Emile Smith Rowe, Wendy, and Ollie Watkins. Yeah, I don't like Ollie because I'm an Arsenal fan. He used to play for Exeter, but the first three you mentioned, I think that'd be a really good one for Villa. We have reported interest in De Jong, but not much else. Well, no, that, Kenny. That's why I say it's an opinion piece. It's why I said, again, get the earwax out of your ears, listen to what I said, an opinion piece. I'm giving my opinion on this one. There is no factual stuff around it just as yet. Is that we want him a lot. We could move quickly for him. You couldn't. You're not. Well, maybe. I mean, it depends on if you're reading all your information off Twitter. If you're reading it off Twitter, then yeah, you may do. Hey, Kenny. But let's talk about what we're talking about. And we're starting with this man right there going to them. So, Declan Rice to Chelsea. Where are we at? What's the likeliness of this happening? And what does it mean for Manchester United? Are they going to have to look at other options? Well, what's been reported is Chelsea is interested in Declan Rice, but no offers will be made until after Euro 2020. Rice has recently turned down 3 new contracts at West Ham United. Chelsea are set to bid £60 million for Declan Rice. West Ham thought Rice would stay for another year. Things have changed. Declan's head has been turned, and he is seriously thinking of leaving via Dean Jones Soccer. According to Dean Jones Soccer. So, where are we at with this one? Well, I've said this for ages. If United and Chelsea both put bids in, Declan Rice goes to Chelsea. Very simply. It's not because he doesn't like United, it's because he was in Chelsea's youth academy, and I'm pretty sure he's in a relationship with Mason Mount. This whole best thing, they're probably dating by now. I mean, I don't want to start any rumors, but Jesus, have you seen the way they look at each other? But yeah, obviously, Declan Rice. If both teams were to put a bid in, Declan Rice is going to go to Chelsea quite simply because he was in the youth academy. He gets on really well with Mason Mount, best friends since they can probably remember. So that's 2 simple reasons why Chelsea would go for him. Now the fee, 60 million. It's nowhere near the 100 million that West Ham won. But if I'm being honest, I don't think you're gonna get 100 million for Declan Rice. I mean, Sancho left Dortmund for 80 mil. You're probably thinking around about the same price. Declan Rice, you're probably thinking around 60 to 80 mil. He's not worth much more than that. There are a couple of things about it. So Declan is still a very young guy, so he has got a lot of potential of improvement. But one thing I have noticed in the Euros games is that Declan Rice has gone missing in a lot of the games. I think back to Scotland, went missing. I think back to who did we play in the last 16? Germany. So he had an all right game against Germany. He has that habit of going missing a little bit. But again, Thomas Tuchel works really well with young players, doing a really good with the likes of Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, Reece James. So this just fits that mold. It's another English guy. Obviously, Chelsea have been prone of maybe not having as many English people in their team as they maybe should have. I think back to Jose's era where only really Lampard and Terry, maybe Joe Cole were the main guys. So you have got to think homegrown as well. That would be a real boost for Chelsea, having homegrown talent to add that Mason Mount, Reece James, and you won't have me still, but it does really help boost that sort of homegrown talent, which you do need. Obviously, the Premier League has you have to have a minimum of 8 that come from England. So that obviously also fits in really well for that. Something United don't really need too much, obviously, with Mason Greenwood, Brandon Williams. I think even Scott McTominay is classed as homegrown because he was at United at such a young age. So Declan Rice to Chelsea, if Chelsea put in a bid and it's accepted and United were to put in the same bid, he's going to Chelsea. There's no doubt about that. He will go to Chelsea. So I think this is where the Camavinga stuff has come from. United have to look for other options now. Declan Rice was wanted by Manchester United. They won't be able to get him now. If Chelsea are rivaling Manchester United to get Declan Rice, they simply can't get him. End of story. It's not a discussion. So United having to look at other options, which does lead into the third story we're going to be talking about today. As I see a snake on my screen. Yes, DC is obviously Irish, so he doesn't like Declan Rice too much. Chelsea has too much and wants too much. They could have Ronaldo and Messi in their team to want more crazy club. Yeah, but that's how the best clubs are run, isn't it? That is, I'm afraid to say, that's how the best clubs are definitely run. Let me just get that. Is thing on it lower. There we go. Sorry, there we go. That's a bit better. But yeah, that's how the best clubs are run. Simply to say. So I just want to sort the camera out a little bit. That'll do. But yeah, that's how the best clubs run. No doubt about that. with Kante in Chelsea well Rice fit. Depth, you look at Jorginho, Kante, Kovacic, they do need another body now. Obviously, Billy Gilman out on loan, so they do need that extra body. And Declan Rice is young enough that he could improve. Now, there's no doubt that at Manchester United, he'd get a hell of a lot more game time than he will at Chelsea, without a shadow of doubt. Probably starting almost every game for United, similar to Harry Maguire. But it depends on if he views his career more important or being at Chelsea with Mason Mount. And it's a horrible way to look at it, but is he making the right move? Now, that is for you lot to decide and to discuss and really think about. Is Declan making the right decision by going to Chelsea and influencing his whole decision based on that he came through a youth academy and Mason Mount plays for them? Because if that is how he's doing it, I think he's really, really silly. Because I don't think you should base your entire thought process on, I used to play for him, my best mate plays for him. I think that's a really naive, really stupid way of looking at your career. Because United may be a better option for him. Now, yes, he may win more with Chelsea, which is going to be the argument that people use. But for his career and his development, is Chelsea the best option? Now, Kovacic and Jorginho, Kante, not getting any younger, are they? So Declan Rice could be the future of Chelsea. But that's the question I'll ask to you lot. Do you think that Declan Rice is making the right decision by moving to Chelsea? Or do you think he should go to United? Now, don't base it off trophies. Don't base it off that. Don't base it off the success. Base it off what the player's going to achieve. Now, you could say United here would achieve more in terms of personally and all of that, because Chelsea will win more. But think about the player and what do you think is right for Declan Rice? Where did De Jong news come from? It's sort of like an opinion piece that I'm going to share my opinion, and there is a bit of elements of truth to it. But you know, we'll see. I don't want De Jong. Wolf, me and you need to have a chat. That is shocking. The thing is, Chelsea have Kante. I've done that one. I want Rice. Chelsea over United. I want Eduardo Camavinga. Wrong DC. Yes. How am I crying? I don't even support Chelsea. It's just facts, right? Yeah. You're starting to argue. So we move. So what are we talking about next? Well, next we're talking about this man here, Donny van de Beek. Donny, poor Donny. Jesus, Donny. I actually feel really sorry for this guy because he has been so mistreated at Old Trafford. It's absolutely disgusting. But Donny van de Beek, what's happening with Donny, I hear you asking? Well, Manchester United and Real Madrid are looking at including Donny van de Beek on loan into a deal for Rafael Varane. That has come from ESPN. More to it, Manchester United open on letting Donny van de Beek leave the club this summer and are minded to accept a loan with a right to buy offer from Real Madrid. The Dutchman joined Ajax in a 40 million deal last summer, but to find his feet at Old Trafford, making just 4 Premier League appearances all season. The Netherlands international scored his only goal for the club on his Premier League debut in a 2-1 defeat to Crystal Palace last September, and he missed the European Championships through injury to top off a torrid campaign. Real Madrid were keen on signing Van de Beek last summer, but were pipped to the signing by United, who were in a better financial situation than the La Liga giants during the height of the pandemic. The Spaniards are still facing financial disarray, but they placed a loan offer for the Dutch midfielder, which includes an obligation to buy in 2022. So, basically, United are looking like they might accept a loan offer for Donny van de Beek. And if they do, there looks like it will be an obligation to buy for Real Madrid next summer. You know, once they've sorted their financial issues out. If it's only going to take a year, then they could do the loan and sort of move the payment until next summer, where they'll buy him. Reports suggest United will recoup most of their outlay on Donny van de Beek and claim the Red Devils are now ready to accept the offer. The loan deal would include a nominal fee of around 2 million before Spaniards stump up around 35 million for next season. So only going to lose 3 million for Donny anyway. Van de Beek was signed as potential replacement for Paul Pogba in 2020. United managed to keep hold of the World Cup winner, and they're currently in talks with his representatives over a contract extension. Now, the interesting bit about this is I think it will happen. I don't know why Ollie doesn't like Donny van de Beek. I think Donny is brilliant. I think you saw that in the Wolves game. You watch him at Ajax. Like, he's absolutely fucking phenomenal. A real talent that I love to watch. Now, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a complete and utter dickhead. Let's make that apparently clear now. He is an absolute wanker. And the way he treated Donny was absolutely horrific. Never have I seen a player treated so shockingly in my time of watching football. But if you can get Varane in this deal, so if it's if Varane comes in and you let Donny go, that makes sense. So it could be, you could even do a swap deal. You could just swap Donny and Varane. You need a centre back. They want Donny. Do a swap deal. There, you priced at around about the same 40 mil. So do that. Just swap Donny and Varane. That would probably make more sense than this whole with an obligation to buy. Just swap them. If Real Madrid know theirs in Varane and Manchester United don't really want Donny, then let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Real Madrid, get Varane, someone you need. That's how I would do it. Rice is ready, but West Ham isn't, so it's not happening. It will happen. It will happen. Big up Niall. Yeah, that's true. West Ham won't keep on him. He isn't. Camavinga and Varane is our next and final transfers. Look, Camavinga is good. De Jong is not bad. Trust me, De Jong is not a bad player. And let's talk about De Jong, actually. That is next on my list. Frenkie De Jong. Right? Something a little bit strange. As I said, this is more of an opinion piece. This isn't necessarily... I haven't got any inside sources saying United or City are in for De Jong. I'm just merely having my opinion. Now, it broke last night. I had a chat with Kenny about this. It broke last night. The Barcelona cannot register any new signings that exceeding the La Liga salary limit. Not Sergio Aguero, Memphis Depay, Eric Garcia, or Emerson. They must reduce their wage bill by 200 million. I think it was 200 million. It might be 200,000. It is something ridiculous. It was a ridiculous fee. If Barcelona get rid of Titi, Pjanic, Coutinho, Neto, Alina and Braithwaite, they may still not have enough to renew Lionel Messi's contract under La Liga's FFP rules. If Barcelona, the solution would be to transfer out Griezmann or Sergio Roberto. Now, that is according to Mundo Deportivo. Now, the other thing here, or they could sell De Jong, right? If United or City come in, because I think De Jong is on, I think 400k a week, which is a complete madness. But if Manchester United or City put in a 40-50 million pound bid for De Jong, test them out. Test it out. What have you got to lose? Barcelona can say one of two things, yes or no. You've got nothing to lose. He's a fantastic player. You could afford his wages. So test the water. And a big club would test the water here. A big club would go, right, Barcelona really need to reduce their wage bill. De Jong is on a lot of wages. So I know what we'll do. We'll just put in a 40 to 50 million pound offer for De Jong. We'll see if they accept it. Because if they don't accept it, then you lose nothing because he was never your player anyway. And if they do accept it, then you've got a world-class DM on your books. So what's to lose? What is to lose? If you can afford 50 or 60 million on like you were gonna imagine this, right? Imagine if Barcelona accept. Let's say United pay 60 million for Frenkie De Jong, and Chelsea pay 60 million for Declan Rice. Who's got the better fucking deal? I'll tell you for a fact, it would be Manchester United. Now, City could obviously do exactly the same, and then you've really got a fight on your hands because you're fighting with City, a real machine when it comes to getting players in, and they got more willing to spend more money. So, I think, test the water, see what happens. If they're looking at transferring out Griezmann or Sergio Roberto, they may be okay letting Frenkie De Jong go. Now, that's not to say they will, but if you're Manchester United or Manchester City, test the water. That's what I'd be doing. I'd just be like, okay, let's be cheeky. Let's just put in a 50 or 60 million pound bid, see if it gets accepted. Barca still have to get rid of 10 players to be able to register Lionel Messi in La Liga. With players like Umtiti refusing to leave and Dembele's offers disappearing after his injury, the only solution would be sell Griezmann or Sergio Roberto. Obviously, with all the other players as well, the likes of Umtiti, the likes of Pjanic, Coutinho, Neto, Elina, Braithwaite. They would have to get rid of all of them plus Griezmann and Roberto. So it's a complete madness. Barcelona are in a lot of financial shit right now, which, to be brutally honest, they brought it on themselves, really. Some comments here. He's not a Barcelona reject, Wolf. Yeah, he's far from a Barcelona reject. Far from a Barcelona reject. He is incredible. Chelsea still win with a 3-4-3. Could look at Rice, Kante, and two-man midfield with Mount playing as a right wing, but Mount is an attacking midfielder for me, 100%. More Barca. It's not that Barcelona would like to lose De Jong. Trust me, they would not be. They would not want to lose Frenkie De Jong. They may not have a choice. If no one comes in for Griezmann, no one comes in for Roberto, but one of them comes in for De Jong, and they really want Lionel Messi next season and sign a new contract, and they want to get the likes of Aguero, Depay, Garcia, and Emerson all into their squad, they have to lose someone. That someone could be this man here. It could well be. I'm not saying they would want to lose him, far from it. He's a fantastic player. Absolute world class. So really, really like De Jong. And if I'm one of these clubs, I'll test the water. Will you be doing Premier League watch-alongs for some matches next season? I absolutely will be. We'll be doing a lot more watch-alongs. We didn't last season because last season we were sort of just testing the water, seeing what works, what didn't. I was working out a schedule as well. But yeah, we're going to be doing a lot more watch-alongs, not just for Premier League. We're going to do some Championship watch-alongs. We're going to be doing some MLS watch-alongs as well, late-night ones. So yeah, plenty of watch-alongs to get involved in next season. Obviously, still doing our Formula One and all of that stuff. Messi is a free agent. He is. I mean, technically, Messi could go anywhere he wants. Don't count on transferring him out, and they need 200 million. Well, they can't register players. This is true, including Messi, Aguero, Depay. That is true. If I'm Donny van de Beek, I would walk to Old Trafford, wasting his time joining them, not being able to fetch. Yeah, Ollie is a disgrace. Messi is a free agent. Why isn't anyone talking about that? What's Messi's plan next? Well, I haven't been speaking about it because, well, we spoke about it briefly. I said that he could go to Manchester City, and I was told I was clickbaiting. Which is sad. Because we were just talking about what could happen next one. But no, look, it's a really difficult one. Messi, yeah, you'd assume straight away PSG or Man City are the ones where he could go to. Man U and City have transfer battles before. You have De Jong's wages are too high. I'm sure you could back away. I mean, Pogba wants 400k. United could easily get these wages down. I mean, get rid of half your deadwood. So get rid of Matic, James, Mata, Lingard, and the rest of them. And guess what? You can afford as many wages as you want. So a lot of your players come from your youth. Your backup could be your youth. I mean, you've got a man like this in your midfield. Trust me, he won't need many backups. Barca in the mud. And City don't really need a midfielder. Nah. Umtiti. It's Umtiti. That is his name. I mean, it's just you that doesn't seem to be able to think about anything but that. Hope the 2009-2011 Champions League were worth it. No, Barcelona muddy. Messi ain't even worth the hassle. Not anymore. Not anymore. You could definitely say that. How many times have we heard the Barca are going in a meltdown? I'm sure. Yeah, it's difficult. No way we're getting De Jong. You never know. Just test out the water. Let's go. Messi to Villa. DC one for the best comment day. Messi to Villa. Do you want to know how insanely funny that would be if that were to happen? Would never leave Real Madrid, but he did join Juventus, anything possible. Yeah, how did that Sanchez deal work out, Kenny? Yeah, Sanchez did. You offered a shit ton of money for him. He was on ridiculous wages. But we digress. This is next. Welcome to Emile Smith Rowe and Aston Villa. Will he join a bigger club? That is the question. Emile Smith Rowe blown away by Villa's interest in him. Arsenal playmaker Emile Smith Rowe is said to be blown away by Aston Villa's interest in him this summer. A Dean Smith side have already had 2 bigs rejected by Arsenal for the England under-21 international, but they are not giving up and they're prepared to submit a 3rd offer for the midfielder. Smith Rowe is in contract talks with his boyhood club, but negotiations have been slow, which has alerted Villa. Villa would have to smash their transfer record for a second time this summer in order to sign Smith Rowe, but it appears that their bid to lure the midfielder is at least partly paying off. The Birmingham Mail claims Smith Rowe is blown away by a level of Villa's interest and is flattered that the club have made such an effort to sign him. Remains unclear if Arsenal are willing to sell, but the Gunners are certainly keen to tie the midfielder down in a new contract before they make any final decisions. Smith Rowe has 2 years left to run on his deal at the Emirates, where he earns 20k a week. Midfielder can expect a pay rise on that salary should he sign a new long-term deal. This is really interesting. Really, really interesting. Because if this were to happen, not only at Arsenal Football Club, absolutely done for, Villa get a real talent. Look, Smith Rowe is a talent. I think we all know that. We all know that Smith Rowe is a talent. Will he go to Villa? Now, if negotiations are slow and Villa walk in and they somehow get a bid accepted, because the danger is, again, he's got 2 years left on his deal. If you don't accept one this year, next year someone might try and be funny, or Smith Rowe may run down his contract. Big danger of that happening. Where's Arsenal's future? Well, it's with these lot. It's with this lot. The Sakas, the Smith Rowes, the Martinellis, if he can stay fit, the Pepes, all of these players are the future of Arsenal. They lose them. Where are Arsenal? They cannot get Buendia. They might not get Ben White now. Where does this leave Arsenal? Arsenal's future is completely in the hands. The likes of Smith Rowe, the likes of Saka. These players are crucial. If they start jumping the ship, they're fucked. Because have you seen their youth academy? Jeez. Their youth academy is on a different level of crap. So a real danger for Arsenal here that they may lose Smith Rowe. And if they lose Smith Rowe, who's next out the door? Martinelli? Saka? I mean, you only have to ask the questions. How many more? I mean, and also, how many more bids can they reject for Smith Rowe? How many? How many? It's a madness. It really is a madness. Manchester United. Send me that tweet, Kenny. Send me that tweet. Southampton closing in. Perfect. Yeah, I'll Kenny, look for that as well. Look for Brandon Williams to yeah, Kenny, if you can hunt down that tweet as well for me, or for that article, that'd be absolutely amazing. Port said that they're going to bid. Oh, wow! If they do, big moves from this season. Arsenal could become the next Leeds, and I was laughed at. And Arsenal could potentially get relegated in the next 3-4 years. I had disgusting Arsenal fans saying, no. We're too big. We have too much money. Well, if your young players start leaving you and you're getting outbid by Villa for Buendia, would you like to come and have a chat because you owe me apologies? And I know exactly who you are. Almost any Arsenal fan that said, we haven't got a chance of being relegated. If you do, get off Twitter. Social media, because this man is coming for you. I want apologies if you go down. Big apologies. But yeah, yes, Jay, Shrek the goat. But yeah, big up in the chat as well. Arsenal will become the next Leeds, indeed. Next season, Italy versus Spain should be an interesting game, and that gives me perfect time to plug. We've got a watch along later tonight, Italy versus Spain. Make sure you tune in for that one. Got a great panel for that one as well. But last but not least, before I open the chat and let you look in, Rafael Varane to Manchester United. Here, meet the new Jadon Sancho stories. Is this virtually what it is? Varane has confirmed to Manchester United that he's serious about joining them this summer. Manchester United are working on other deals in case it falls through, but Varane has reassured Solskjaer that this is via Dean Jones Soccer. There is a potential Arsenal in personal terms. Varane would become United's highest paid outfield player if this still happens. From what I'm told, he'll get around 300k per week. Issue is, how will this affect players like Bruno and Pogba? Well, let me help you with that. Paul Pogba, you're offering a new deal to, so you're probably going to give him a pay rise. And Bruno, you're also negotiating a new deal, and you would give him a pay rise as well. But like Rashford, you don't need to worry about that too much. Or Sancho, because they're younger players, they're not quite as important. So the danger for this, not really any danger. I'm sure they can get that over the line. So a club have to be sure about how this fits into their structure. They will have to keep the players happy too. Well, clearly simple. You give him Bruno a pay rise, you give Pogba a pay rise in his new contract. Quite simple. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, and sack De Gea. Sent you the Williams tweet now. Thank you. That is perfect. We will discuss that one tonight. We'll discuss it tonight. Not tonight. Tomorrow. We'll discuss it tomorrow. I forgot to say at least tonight. Bernardo Sanchez will make a great signing for what team he goes to. For me, one of Portugal's best performances in the Euros. Saka to United. Don't see that happening, but you could always dream. But what I do is I will put the link into the chat for you guys to come and have your say about any of the stories we talked about today. So it could be Declan Rice, could be Donny van der Beek, could be Frenkie De Jong, could be Emile Smith Rowe, or you could want to talk about Rafael Varane. Any of those 5 stories you want to talk about, come and have your say. And we're going to have a really, really good 25 minutes until I go play some more Football Manager. But we're joined by Man City fan Kenny. How are we both doing? Oh, Kenny's gone. How are you doing, Aidan?
Yeah, good.
What did you want to talk about, mate?
Declan Rice.
Go for it, mate.
I think he'll just go to Chelsea. She was there younger with Mason Mount, so I think he'll just go to Chelsea.
Yeah. The question I asked earlier, obviously, some people put in the chat. Chat's been really active. Really do appreciate that. Do you think Mason? Not Mason. Do you think Declan Rice is making the right decision by going to Chelsea? Now, the reason I ask this is if he's based this off his career, which is better, the game time he'll get out at Old Trafford, or being around Chelsea with his best mate Mason Mount? Do you think he's making this decision on the right decisions?
Yeah, because I think if he goes to Chelsea, he'll get played more. Because look at Van der Beek. He went to United, he's played no.
Yeah, they're slightly different players. Declan Rice is a DM, and Donny is a box-to-box. So you'd clearly Declan Rice get a lot more game time. Could dismantle that double pivot that, should be arrested for, to be frankly honest. It's a tough one. Annie, what do you want to talk about?
Can I talk about De Jong to Manchester?
Go for it. So obviously you want him at your City, right?
No, I'm not talking about De Jong to City, man. The piss off. You piss off, man.
It says, can you went to take that Man City shirt off?
What Man City?
This trip.
Man? Look at this. Look at this.
Please don't take that off. No one wants either moves. Big up to her in the panel and Kenny too. Yeah, Kenny is Kenny. Now he's just directly showing us his moves, which we love to see. Mate, if you move the camera up, it normally goes to your face. It just thought I'd help you here, mate. There we go. Almost.
It's annoying me. If you going down, there you go.
I can see that.
Yeah,
De Jong United, you want? You want to talk De Jong United? Go for it.
Yeah, basically, it makes a lot of sense. This. So, I think this is a transfer which I think I will predict right now will be a saga for United this summer. Because the fact is that Barcelona are in a massive financial crisis and need money desperately. Now, people could be saying Barcelona want to get De Jong off their books. That means they want to. No, they just need Messi, Aguero, Depay, them lot to be ready. Because otherwise, they can't get Messi back, can they? Because they basically Barcelona put them in a very, very bad position. Awful position. Bartomeu, disgrace, and put them in an awful position. But Bartomeu might have got as De Jong if we can play our cards right. Now, I think that we'll go in for him because the thing is, this is a cheap option to probably because I think Barcelona this day would probably accept about. We'll probably be able to make them think about it if we only offer 40 million for Frenkie De Jong. But if we in a different summer with Barcelona being in a normal financial good state, it'd take about 200 million or 150 million.
Yeah, if they weren't in financial ruins, they'd have told you fuck off. But 40, 50, what have you got? The reason I say this is you either get Frenkie De Jong or you don't get Frenkie De Jong. Why not test the water? If I'm your board, I'm going to be a cheeky little boss and go, it's 50 mil, we want De Jong. Barcelona might go, make it 60. I don't know how much they paid for it. And just be really cheeky. Just be really, really cheeky.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Test the water. Put maybe a £40 million bid in. If they reject that £50 million bid, make them think because they need money badly right now. Get De Jong, make a bid because he's one of the best midfielders in the world. So.
Maybe chuck in De Gea as well. Maybe just chuck in De Gea as a joke as well. It's like, do you fancy a bit of De Gea as well? Like, we don't really. We're happy with Hendo. How about 40 million?
Put De Gea.
We'll pay some of. We'll chuck you some wage for him as well. Like, you know.
Chuck De Gea so we can buy Pedro.
No. Give them Mata.
Because De Gea's on 250,000.
Oh yeah. Valve's smashed it right there. Give him Mata. Just like just chuck in Mata and Matic in the same. Just literally just go right. Here's 40 mil plus Mata and Matic and Dan James. He is Welsh. If you tell him to run, he'll do a great job for you. They just need cheap players, and James was a cheap player, so you know, just be cheeky, just be like, here's Mata, here's Matic, and James, here's 40 mil as well, and we have De Jong now. And Barcelona might say, fuck it, why not? We'll sort this problem. Yeah, so did Giroud, but he looks like he's going to AC Milan. Signing a new contract doesn't mean jack shit. Now, for United, it does mean that they've got a lifetime contract with Mata, but, you know, it does happen. Valve need to stop with Photoshop now. Messi is free agent. It'll probably Photoshop Messi for Liverpool chat. Valve, fight me. Don't support Chelsea. You get him at Chelsea. Oh, Jesus. The beef. De Jong is on 400k a week. Barcelona truly finished club. Veltran with his new avatar now. Yeah, and look, the thing is with Barcelona is they've just what Barcelona have done is they've gone, let's treat this like Football Manager with editor on. What what Arsenal have done is put in-game editor on, and have just chucked. They've just been chucking money around like it's confetti.
They're
And
finished. Like, if you look
now
at all their players, they're all old. They're like 30 plus years old.
they're all like Belfashwan. They're all above the age of 40.
No,
But I want to go to Herbert next. Herbert, is that Kenny? Yeah, cool. DM me that one if there's any news. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, I saw the Donny and Varane swap. I don't know. I don't believe that, because why would we sell a player? We just bought him. My biggest problem with that is we haven't even given Donny a chance. Like, he hasn't even played 2 consecutive games for us. So it's really
because Ollie's an
unfair. He's on
asshole.
120, I believe. So
Yeah.
yeah, all is exactly. And the last game he played, he was man of the match. We all have been crying out to play him box to box, but Ollie has some weird fantasy of playing him as a Bruno replacement, which is not going to happen, because Bruno is going to start every game. So I don't know about that. Why they're doing that? And
It's like,
look, I would love Frenkie De
impossible
Jong to
job.
be at United.
It's like the impossible job trying to
And about Frenkie De Jong, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is impossible. It is impossible to get De Jong, because the main reason they bought him, because Busquets.
No, I don't think it's no. I think it's impossible. It's impossible, Donny, to get in over Bruno. It's not impossible not to get Frenkie De Jong. I really do. United could genuinely get Frenkie De Jong if you do. If you got Sancho, De Jong, and Varane, do you know what? I will say, well done, Glazers. Do that again for the next couple of years, and
the only way
United fans even like you more.
The only problem is that his contract expires in 2026. So anything less than 70 is, Barca will want more than that. And also, they pretty much bought him just to replace Busquets, who's going to retire in a couple of seasons. So I can't see them.
Barcelona have
one of the best players.
Barcelona have no money. Barcelona have got like no money. They've got nothing. They need players gone, and if United can be cheeky and offer a couple of oldies, a Matic and a Mata, and 50 mil for De Jong, Barcelona may not have a choice. They may just have to go, we'll accept that.
Also, someone commented that he's earning 400 grand a week. Is that true, or is it
400? Yeah, he's on 400k a week.
That's not the
Barcelona always have high wages for players. They always have high wages.
We wouldn't make him have 400k a week. It's a peaceful for us.
So a couple of comments here. Valve, apart from Canate, any news more on Liverpool signs? The Shore Club is doing business. My club very, very slow on their transfer activity currently. Donny won't leave. I'll go for comments, then I'll go straight to you next. Donny won't leave. He'll hopefully get a chance to prove himself. A disgrace, says Mustafa. I'm slowly starting to agree. Ollie is a disgrace. We should appoint Graham Potter at Liverpool, as he beat Jurgen Klopp 1-0 at Anfield. He's a better manager and would take us so far forward. I agree. For me, Jurgen Klopp is finished. Mustafa, Ollie is being back, bro. Looks like he will be. Well, and here comes the pressure. Ollie has always had that excuse of he hasn't been back, blah, blah, blah. If he gets back now, what's the excuse? I haven't been back. Yes, you have, Ollie. Why haven't you won them a trophy yet? That's what they're going to be saying. I took Ramsdale Johnson to replace Adrian, but at the moment we got Kelleher as our number 2. I mean, I took Ramsdale Johnson to replace Allison because he's also finished. 400k a week. Is it true? It is true. It's on 400 euros, so I don't know how much that is in pounds. I'll go check that one. But yes, Elvish one, you're up next. What do you want to talk about?
You talk about the Rice to Chelsea. I'll tell you what, this Chelsea fan base is weird when it comes to Declan Rice. It's like they have a mutual love for Declan Rice. Like, all I hear is just, we need to sign Declan Rice. Personally, I don't see that happening.
So
He's got to be worth around.
just quickly jump in. He's on 350k a week in pounds. If Ollie don't win at the very minimum, they up getting gone. Now I know Liverpool fans on Twitter not working for me. Yeah, I may have killed Salah overrated, said that Genie Wijnaldum and Tom Cavalier have more of the Premier League history than Gerrard. And I may have said that Jurgen Klopp is Moy Hodgson. And it has triggered quite a lot of Liverpool fans.
I just saw it and I ignored it. I only did the Salah one. Then I knew what you were up to. I was like, I might as well not do it.
Hey, if you saw what I just yesterday, I tried it with United fans. I managed to get one. As I said, Southgate's better than Fergie. I managed to get one to bite. And then I just do Liverpool slander today. And fuck me, I get shit tons.
Arsenal, yeah. Oh my god, you get so much.
Oh mate, Arsenal getting too easily triggered. Yeah, the most easily triggered club are genuinely Liverpool.
Do Chelsea tomorrow. I want to see it.
God, no, Shaw will fucking kill me. But yeah, back to you saying, Velv.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. Like, Rice is obviously twerking for the Chelsea move. Like, he
is, yeah.
He wants to happen. I'm not sure Tuchel wants him. If Tuchel wants Rice, then yeah, go for it. But I haven't seen anything from Tuchel saying he wants Rice. I feel like it's more of a board signing.
He's not against having Declan Rice. Declan Rice isn't the one that gets Tuchel hard every morning, but Tuchel's no issues with having someone like Declan Rice. He's not against the idea, but yeah, you are right. It probably is more of a board signing than a Tuchel one.
But there's loads of players that could play Rice's position, and for a cheaper price as well. Like DJ South just said in the comments,
Could get Fred.
Yeah, they could get Fred, but like DJ South said, Shoemany, very good young upcoming talent. I think he's recommended by Cesc Fabregas to join Chelsea.
Neuhaus.
I wouldn't say Neuhaus for that DM role. I feel like Neuhaus.
They don't really play DM role. They sort of play of the 3 workhorses in the middle. I wouldn't say any of them. I wouldn't say then necessarily any of them are sort of DMs.
They're not DMs.
I wouldn't. I would say it's got more box to box in terms of the rest of them, but I'm just chucking names out there.
Yeah, but they want like a proper DM, like to partner N'Golo Kante, because Gilmore's gone out on loan, so they need.
Yeah, but I don't think they play a DM. I mean, I may be wrong, but they don't.
No, Jorginho does the DM role for Chelsea.
Yeah, but he's not an out-and-out DM, is he?
Yeah, he's not an out DM, but he plays a DM for Chelsea. But that's why they're like, we need a proper DM to like sit well. Either Jorginho.
Yeah, Kante, I do agree.
So yeah, Shoemany could be an option. Boubacar Kamara is also an option. Camavinga, you could possibly get him, but I'm not sure. Probably he might go to United. Probably Ndidi as well, but Ndidi doesn't have a final pass. It's just you need to find that DM. You just need a DM to sit.
Yeah, I would agree. What do you make of De Jong? Now, this is the opinion piece today, and I need to keep saying this because you know you're going to get some people commenting or possibly clipping it, going, "Look at this deluded fat cunt who said that De Jong was going to United." This is me just merely saying Barcelona have more money issues than a homeless guy on the street, and that United could test the water with a De Jong bid. What do you think? What do you think about this? Do you think De Jong could genuinely go to Old Trafford if United were cheeky enough to chuck in Matic and 40, 50 mil?
You know where I see De Jong leaving is if Busquets leave Barca. Because the reason they bought De Jong was to be that new.
But listen to this. Barcelona cannot register any new signings. That includes Aguero, Depay, Garcia, Emerson, Messi. They have to get rid of £200 million off their wage a year, right? So you're going to have to get rid of all of them, probably plus De Jong. They've got to get rid of a shit ton. Obviously, the likes of Umtiti, Coutinho, Neto, Alina, and Braithwaite with De Jong.
Yeah.
Do you not think that the Barca might just be, if no one comes in for Griezmann or Sergio Roberto, the two players who you could potentially get a bit more for, or maybe not a bit more, but might be higher wages per se. Do you not think that if no one came in for them, and the only offer is that United have chucked 40 million plus Mata and Matic on De Jong, do you not see that as a possibility for Barcelona to look and go, we've got our wage bill, we'll just accept it?
I mean, I don't think they'll get a player swap deal. I feel like because if their crisis, they want like the full money to come in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So 40 million pounds plus you're adding in two players. So the whole deal would probably be in excess of maybe 55 million, depends on how much you value Mata or Matic. And the thing with that is obviously the reason I think they could accept it is because you're offering them two players that they're probably going to need to replace De Jong. You're going to need someone who can hold like De Jong, or Matic can do that. Probably also going to need someone to do a bit more creativity in the middle. Mata can do that. So that's why I say just that. Look, it's as an example, maybe 40-50 mil. Do you not even see Barcelona looking at that or being even remotely tempted?
No, I feel for a talented player, if they want to let go, they need the full money. They need the full, whether it's 18 million, because he's probably worth that money. Frenkie
Okay, so what do they do? If no one, so this is the scenario. So if no one comes in for Griezmann, no one comes in for Roberto, and they can't sign any more players on, the only offer is United 50 million plus Mata and Matic for De Jong. What do they do?
It depends what they do. If they desperately need the money, then yes, sell him. But they will know the consequences because they're getting rid of all these young talents.
I know that. But if that's the only option they've got,
I said,
and the option is they have to, and that's what I'm saying. If United are smart enough and test the resolve of Barcelona, chuck in a cheeky bid, and just test it, see what they say. They may say yes, they may say no.
Because they already got rid of one talent, Junior Firpo, who's gone to Leeds United. And I'm not sure about the others. Ricky Pugh, he doesn't look. Ronald Koeman doesn't rate him for some reason, so he's probably good.
It's okay. I don't think Barcelona rate Ronald Koeman, to be brutally honest with you. I don't think he's got long left. If I'm being brutally honest with you, I don't think Ronald Koeman has got too long left at Barcelona.
This whole situation, Barcelona, is so confusing. Like,
it's funny. It's funny.
I know it's funny, but it's actually hurting my brain. So what they have done to this club, man?
Well, what they've done is they've offered Messi £1 million a week to play for Barcelona.
£1.3 million with add-ons reaching.
My
that's the current issue with Barcelona. This is De Jong, great shout too. I don't think else you're getting De Jong. You're going all out for Haaland, aren't you? You can't get De Jong and Haaland. Jesus Christ, you're asking for issues there. Yes, Jay, Man U will win the Premier League next season. Camavinga and Rafael Varane both signed this summer.
I think Camavinga, trust me.
Okay, we'll replace that with De Jong and Rafael Varane, and United do the quadruple. Barcelona are a poor club with Lionel Messi. Barcelona will never sell De Jong. He's like the holy child. They may not have a choice.
They may. They also ruined De Jong. They have ruined this young guy's career. Mm-hmm. He was supposed to be the one to come in, replace Sergio Busquets, and be the next thing. They haven't done that. They used Busquets instead of him. Actually, they tried to play both of them together. They're trying to push. It's basically what Sarri did to Kante. He pushed Kante further up in the pitch. That's what they're doing with De Jong. They're pushing him further up the pitch.
Yeah. It's why I think if United are not just take him, just go, De Jong, this is the DM model at Old Trafford. Please sit in it. FYI, you're playing in every game because, to be brutally honest, Meet Fred and McTominay. This is Fred and McTominay. You are Frenkie De Jong. They are shit. Fred, go get shit. You're off to Chelsea. Or just something remotely funny. Barcelona have more issues than you care to imagine.
Offer Fred. He's a DM, and he's probably worth around 20 million.
Offer Fred to Barcelona. Wow.
Offer Phil Jones as well while you're at it.
I was just about to say, what are you doing? Just offering Barcelona your entire list of
And
rejects.
Pereira as well.
Is Pereira, Phil Jones, fucking Lingard, Dan James, Fred, McTominay, fucking Mata, Matic. Take them all, and here's 40 mil. Frenkie De Jong set.
Dan James.
Yeah, no, you can't just think
Yeah.
of it. Nah, you keep De Gea. They can't afford his wages, let alone fucking.
Keep them in a bad state, so if they have another good player like Pedri, you can get him as well. Get the whole Barcelona gang up at United.
Offer them Grant. Offer him Grant.
You just whack out. If imagine if United walk out with Pedri and fucking Young, like what? What is this? Like, I'll be looking at that going, okay, this is why we do predictions nearer the start of the season. United have just walked out of Barcelona with De Jong and Pedri, and Woodward would be walking into Old Trafford going, "I'll keep my job now, boys. I'll say." Like, oh Jesus, Barcelona are an absolute banter club right now, which we do love to see. I'm sure all English people are loving the scenes at the Camp Nou.
What we should do, yeah, once a year we should do Arsenal versus Barcelona, the Banter FC derby. We should do that every year.
Yeah, no, it would definitely generate more income. We have to broadcast it for you on the channel. We won't pay because you can't really afford anything.
Apparently, we kicked out the Champions League.
It's okay. They UEFA threatened.
No, they're in Champions League for next season.
UEFA threatened many times. It never happens. But we are going to wrap it up there. That was a fun one. I've really enjoyed that stream today. And before we go though, tonight Italy versus Spain. We're live at 7:30 with that watching. No transfer talk tonight. Back tomorrow. Another episode transfer talk at 3. Then we got versus Denmark. Tomorrow, obviously, big game there. And then transfer talk Thursday and Friday. If there is any ideas you want to see us do on this channel for the break between the Euros and the start of the season, let us know. I've got some ideas of myself. We're going to do a couple of tier lists. We're going to do a couple of team builders. We're going to do the best under 23s team world, basically the world 11, but for under 23s. We're also doing an all-time world 11. We're going to do a world 11 of current loads of ideas. So lots of ideas there now with his original ideas. Yes, we're also going to do the what else is Stephen Feely? Hot off the pressure. We'll do that. We'll do we do Formula One watch-alongs. We're going to do a checkered flag show. We're not going to do his charity stream. I think that'll be a bit too far, you know. But we are wrapping it up there. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel with notifications on. Check out our socials, Twitter, Let's Talk EPL, Let's Talk EPL _ and on TikTok, and Let's Talk Premier League. Kenny, where can they find you?
You can find me at you can find me at Sancho is here at Let's Talk EPL on I'm Kenny on YouTube and Kenny the United fan on Twitch, and Twitch is clear on YouTube, I can't lie. Twitch is absolutely clear.
Perfect. And Velvish One, where can I find you, bro?
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at vel_skills.
Perfect. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye-bye.